Americans owe nearly 1.3 trillion in student debt over 44 million people. Last year, the average student owed about $37,000 in student loan debt, according to studentloanhero.com. These numbers are staggering and we need to change them. Hi, I'm Luke, and I'm here with Will and Bo to talk about the problems and effects of college debt. As we are all college students and we have to pay for our own college, these numbers are very relevant to us. I will soon be in debt and I'm kind of afraid. I'm gonna have to take out loans, so just gotta get ready for it. And over the last century, student debt has increased even as more students are enrolling in college. These increases are happening due to less government aid and colleges trying to maximize profits. The first problem I'll talk about is how the federal and state governments are decreasing aid to colleges. According to the Chicago Tribune, as aid decreases to colleges, they have to increase tuition and fees to maintain revenue. So basically, as colleges are getting less aid, they're making students pay the difference so they can maintain their programs and pay their faculty members. And more of these increases in tuitions we're seeing go into sports programs such as like scholarships or arenas, and less are going into students' education. And according to Forbes, while students are paying more for their education, colleges are spending less on them, and this is a major problem. And now I'll hand it to Will to talk about the other issues.
Hello everyone, I'm Will, and I'm going to talk about how the government is making students more financially responsible for paying for college. As the cost of college increases, the government is doing less and less to pay or help students pay their debts and loans. Now this seems trivial, as we know programs such as welfare, which gives free money to people, is often abused. The government financial aid will continue to decrease in the following years as more money is going to healthcare and programs such as K-12 education. This may seem strange as we fund more education of a primary level. Why do we not fund more secondary education? We are setting students up to learn. Why not push them to that second level? In the past, voters continually vote against increases in college aid. This shows that Americans are unwilling to fund the next generation of scientists, economists, physicians, etc. Now I will talk about how colleges are requiring us to pay more. As universities get more students enrolled, they seek to maximize profits so they can build more things such as facilities for students to study at, like our ACE Study Center, hire more expert faculty, and just more dorms and better meal plans for their students. According to Riverhead Books, accessed March 23rd, colleges are focusing their education packages on the highest achieving academic students. This means that the better a high school student performs, the more likely they are going to get a scholarship or less money to pay for colleges. This may discriminate against students who achieve less or have a lower standard. Some students learn slower and are not as capable of learning at such a pace that others are, so this may discriminate against them in their desire to get a secondary education. The other thing with these lower achieving students is it makes it less desirable for colleges to include them in their programs. So with less government funding of colleges, this equals more privatization of universities. This allows universities to raise tuition to meet their budgets. Their budgets may include anything from building more facilities, hiring better faculty members, or other more discrete purchases. Now I will hand it off to Bo, who will finish it up.
All right. Since more colleges are receiving less funding from the government, that means that more colleges are becoming privatized. That means that they're able to increase the tuition prices for students, again, for like getting better faculty, better sports, more funding for sports and other activities for that. They're also like able to raise the prices because they're not regulated by the state at all. And with no outside say, the colleges are able to spend the money that they get from the students freely on whatever they would like to. It's solely up to the board of directors or any equivalent as to what their money is spent on, and the revenue that made at the end is generally spent or kept for the higher ups of the university. It's pretty demoralizing for students who have a lot of debt to see a higher level faculty member driving around in like a new Mercedes. Although that is a little far-fetched, it's not uncommon for presidents of universities or colleges to use that extra money to buy a new house or even a second one for that matter. Solutions are a college degree shouldn't cost all students an arm or a leg to be able to pay it off, and students of any financial status should be able to pay off all the debt. There are programs such as the FAFSA everyone knows about. It's free. Anyone can do it as long as you have internet access or access to it. But it does take time and it's pretty lengthy, but it is completable. Another thing is most states have scholarships that students can apply for. Normally it's writing a paper on why you think you deserve it and to list off your accomplishments. According to the Business Insider in 2015, the U.S. spends over $600 billion on defense. And if you feel like that spending is crazy and we should be allocated differently, we'll have our say by contacting our representative. To spread the word that we must invest more in our students and less in our airplanes. In conclusion, student debt is increasing even as more people are enrolling in college. This is due to the government giving less funding to colleges and the colleges trying to maximize the profits at the same time. And as you continue to attend college, I hope you find ways to offset the cost of tuition, because soon many of us will be in college debt.